I have officially run out of patience at this point. Let me put it into perspective. Back in February when Case E came out with President Mater, everything was great because we were over a month ahead of Mattel's release schedule for singles cases. And now, what do you know? We're over a month behind schedule. Like, how does that happen? Case H was supposed to come out on June 1st. Case J, July 1st. And here we are midway through the month of July, and the United States has yet to see either case. Now, I understand Canada is all the way through Case H. Australia and Greece all the way through Case J. Mexico is on the Case H. So I do sound a little bit self-centered because, yeah, I'm in the country where neither of the two cases have hit. I'm kind of like all of us Americans are in the minority right now because usually we get stuff before most other places, especially Canada, the UK, etc. But now we're like the last. We're getting the short end of the stick and it sucks. So what did I do? Good friend Astro Smokey down in Australia, like I said, they're through Case J. I was like, bro, I need that stuff. And he was like, sure. And he literally just sent me all the cars from Case H and Case J. So I was like, okay, great. Now I actually have something to make videos on. So here we are, guys. We are going to quote unquote unbox Case H without unboxing it. I have all the cars from Case H here, all of them. Like not even just the new ones. We're going to go through them all like we usually do. They just won't be coming out of a box, but you can envision it because unfortunately, no one has the case available for sale. Not GetMeCollecitlbes, not any other resellers online. So the only way to have actually gotten a physical case is to have gone up to Canada or Australia and found it in the store and brought it back here. But I figured this would be a pretty good substitute. So let's get right on into it. You guys know I don't start with the new stuff first because we saved the best for last here on the Mr. Docket channel. So we have all this stuff to get through. And we are going to begin with one Tumbleweed Lightning McQueen. And yes, I will go through and tell you guys the exact contents of Case H. Now, hopefully, and I would assume it will hit the US here soon, but it's not yet, at least at the time of recording this video. Case G is kind of hitting the US. I know it's at Walmart stores, but I personally have really struggled to find it. I haven't even found remnants of it yet. I know it's out there, but Target hasn't gotten in Case G. Meijer and other retailers haven't either. And so it really sucks because the summer is a great time to collect and indulge in a hobby like this, like when everyone's out of school, and we can't because every time I go to the store, and most people are experiencing this too, the selection is horrible. But anyways, on the back here, you have just some typical Cars 1 releases that we've seen before, but Todd is pretty cool to see. In fact, he is in the full Case E, which I just found out recently, and I know I knew it at one point, but I forgot about it. And then I found the full Case E at Meijer, and I was able to snag one. So that was really cool, even though I have a few already, but can never have enough Todds. Here we have one Airborne. This is a nice release. Also in Case E, it's kind of crazy. Like Case H has a lot of stuff carried over from Case E, and we'll get to some more of that here soon. But yeah, Airborne is awesome. I am glad to see her back just because I'm seeing a lot of Gearston Marshalls, honestly a lot of James Cleanair and Todd Marcus, a lot of those Piston Cup racers, a lot of Lightning McQueen's, obviously. So Airborne is kind of a nice refresher. Plus, I think, yeah, she's one of 2 Demolition Derby racers released this year, along with Bill there. So it's not like she's being overblown or anything of that nature. So I will take an Airborne all day long. I also, oh my goodness gracious, I also will take a Wheeldell Lee. As you guys know, he's one of my favorite releases over the last 5 years. He's just like a hefty car. Honestly, they could have made him a deluxe and probably no one would have batted too much of an eye because he is heavy. Like, he is full metal. And yeah, just a great release to bring back for the year. I have seen quite a few of him because he was originally in Case, I think it was C. Yeah, it was Case C. And now he is back. So I have seen a few of him hanging about the pegs. You have the exact same card back that we just saw off Airborne there. He was so heavy that he was holding Hull and Gas onto the table. And so when I grabbed him there, that's what fell. Hull and Gas just fell onto the floor, which is awesome. I love when stuff falls onto the floor, especially stuff I'm trying to keep in the package. But yes, hauling gas here. This is one of the few remaining Piston Cup Racer Thailand variants I have yet to review, so you guys can expect that review sometime down the road. Probably not for another couple months, but yeah, it feels like a good fall release. Retread is one of my favorite racers, one of my favorite sponsors in general. Wish it returned for Cars 3. But yeah, he's gotten quite a few releases. Quite a lot of love from Thailand in general if you throw the metallic hauling gas in there as well, which was such a random but cool release. And I love his car back because he includes Chick Hicks, which is not shown on many car backs at all this year. Chick Hicks is kind of like a sleeper release this year, and I love it. Honestly, it's refreshing to see him on the pegs. One that I'm a little surprised about that's peg warming a little bit is James Cleanair. I've seen quite a few at Walmart and Target through his Case C releases, especially considering how rare the 2020 version of him became, which is the Thailand variant. But, I mean, that variant was going for like $50 before this release in 2024. And yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorites as well. I love the green and white racer. Well, I meant to say, I love any racer with like a nice kind of soft color with the white. So Tank Coat, Vitaline, Easy Idle, all those original Cars and Racers look great the way they pair the white with like the blue, pink, and green. But yeah, James Cleanair here. No mustache. He doesn't need that. And then some nice classic Cars 1. Very nostalgic releases here on the back. Tumbleweed McQueen, who we already examined. I might do a Thailand variant review of him as well. I mean, I did Cactus McQueen, so it's kind of only fair for me to do Tumbleweed McQueen as well. You know what's not fair is how many Gearston Marshalls we have gotten over the last year and a half and then some a little bit. Gearston Marshall is just one of Mattel's favorites, absolutely spamming us with this character. Man, I want to say some bad words. I like Gearston. Like, he's a cool release and all that, but I mean, the first new release of 2023, and then, yeah, because he was the first, he got a lot of love. He's been in 2-packs. He's gotten all sorts of single case inclusions. I do like the card back here, though, showing a bunch of that Case A on the road stuff that got carried over, but ended up being pretty rare. Randy and Mato on 2024 packaging are going to be quite rare when it's all said and done. Adam Rodriguez, Mallory Carr. Mallory Carr, honestly, on 2024 packaging might be kind of sneaky rare. Pitstoposaurus, not so much because he's been repeated in some other cases. But yeah, no. Gearston, we're okay. We're good. Like, please, leave us alone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, moving on, we have a Road Trip Lightning McQueen in this case. Just one. I don't think we've encountered any. Yeah, we haven't encountered any cars that have more than one yet, just so you guys are aware. But yeah, Road Trip Lightning McQueen here. This is the second variant. They're not doing the original Road Trip variant that debuted in 2022. They're sticking with the newer version, at least for this year. I don't know if they'll go back ever to the other one. I would assume they probably would. Or maybe they're just like, hey, this is the one we want to commit to for the rest of eternity, and hey, that's that. I like how they shift things around a little bit here. Like Randy takes McQueen's spot, and then Gearston takes Randy's spot. Interesting. But don't really care that much. Up next is Strip Weathers, a.k.a. The King. Really like this guy for obvious reasons. Never, ever gets old. Don't see him hanging around that much. I mean, it's Strip Weathers, a.k.a. The King. I mean, obviously he's not going to stick around. No matter how many times he's released, he is one of the most popular characters ever. All right. They also brought back Mater with Sign for this case as well. Gives me another opportunity to complain that they don't have unique artwork for Mater with Sign, which is really saddening. This is my Aldi Mater with Sign, evidently. I did do a Thailand variant review of him a few weeks ago, so if you want to check that out, link is in the description below. It's an okay Thailand variant. I will make a little bit of an audit. The back portion of him is actually plastic. I am mind blown by that because they have done it like they did in the same style like that they do the die-cast backings. Like, it looks the exact same. The way they painted it, the way it reflects the light. Like, it looks metal. It's crazy, but it's not. Like, it's actually not metal. Like, it's a regular, it's back to like pre-Thailand Maders, where the back halves were always plastic when they did them from China. Not to mention, and maybe mine's just faulty, but the sign cannot stand up. Like, you can't position it at any height. Like, it's either like all the way down or all the way down the other side. Like, there is no in between. It really stinks because on the Chinese version, you were able to adjust the height, and it was so firm in there that it would stick, right? It was so held tightly from the back end. This is just way too loose, so it kind of stinks. But yeah, hey, I cannot believe that back half is plastic too. I was tricked. All right, here we have Artist Ramon. There's one in this case. Nothing special. He was just released a couple years ago from Thailand. And yeah, I haven't seen too many of this guy yet, but I think he just debuted in Case F, which honestly, I haven't even really seen Case F, let alone Case G. I have not seen a DJ with Flames. I haven't seen this. I think I've only seen like a Corey Turbowitz and maybe like one other notable car from Case F. So yeah, just goes to show how bad the stores around me have been. And yet I still don't lose hope. Like, I keep going to these stores thinking like, oh, maybe now they put out the NASCAR display like everyone else. Or like maybe now they finally got in Case G. And no. You know what I get to buy? You know what I ended up having to... Ugh! It's like, what the hell? This is like a big, like, screw you from the universe. I haven't found anything in stores like for months. I come up to Target. I find Jocko Flacco Mini Racers Mac 15 pack. The 15 pack with only him as the new mini. So that was a $30 mini right there, which was awesome. By the way, Kathy Copter's in this case, if you didn't already know. Nice little helicopter. Cute. And yeah, some nostalgic Cars 1 stuff there on the back. Yeah, I like Kathy. Why don't they release one of the other helicopters in the movie? They've just been doing Ron and Kathy for all of eternity. All right, moving on here, we have Wingo with Flame. So this is another Case E debut that is now back. And we'll get to another one here soon. Todd Marcus, that is. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I like Wingo. I have not had any issue finding him, though. Honestly, from Case E, Otis has been one of the rare ones, along with President Mater. And actually, President Mater has been quite rare. Like, when I found that full Case E at Meyer, I actually lied. President Mater was gone already. Todd was there, and President Mater was not, which was crazy. So I got Todd and Otis. I would have gotten the President Mater, but I was lucky enough to find a couple of them at Walmart over the last, well, honestly, I haven't found one in like 2 months, but back when that case was hitting stores, I found a couple. Anyways, here is just your regular Cars 1 Lightning McQueen that did sneak his way into the case, believe it or not. Yep, just one. I know you guys are thinking there's no way there's just one, but yeah, there is, because there is 3 of another McQueen that we will get to here momentarily. But yeah, Case A stuff, Manny Flywheel, nothing earth-shattering. Here we have a Case D debut that's found his way back, or her way back into the case, and that's Tractor Ghost. I am a little bit of a fiend for Tractor Ghost. I am a big believer in like the rarity and like the investment in tractors. Tractors just are super popular characters, and as for like the racing ones in Tractor with Tire from 2022, they've all become very rare for the most part, and so I've stocked up pretty good on the Tractor Ghost, but it might have been a bad investment considering that he's back now in this case, and honestly, it was the easiest new release from that case, Case D, to find in stores. I mean, Cave Mater was the hardest, and then Deputy McQueen with Slime, surprisingly, was easier to find, at least for me, than Tractor Ghost. Now, what we really do need in another case is Cryptobuster Mater and Mattel, honestly. Those would be fantastic. It's crazy, actually. You know what's funny? I go to my one Walmart. Like, 2 of my Walmarts just don't restock. Like, 3 of them, actually. They just don't restock. I'm like, okay, cool, bet. One of them does. I was there the other day, and they restocked with a half Case M of 2023. So naturally, I picked up the Randy, left the Adam Rodriguez, left the Kabuto with Flames. I was like, all right, not a big fan of getting in old cases, especially that of like 8 to 9 months old, but I'll take it. I come back yesterday. They restocked with another 2023 Case M. I'm like, at this point, no. I don't even want Randy. So I don't know. My Walmarts are bad right now. But yeah, Ghost Tractor is in this case. And then case E also, debut of Todd Marcus is back for a second helping here in case H. He looks very orange on the card. Yeah, he looks much more orange than the diecast itself, which is definitely red, definitively red. I've always liked Todd. He's one of my favorites. I know I've said that about a lot of characters, a lot of racers in this video, but I do like Todd. Super nostalgic, obviously snuck into the Cars Fast as Lightning mobile game. On the back, we got the same old stuff, right? Same old stuff. You know, it's funny. There was a little cut in there because there was a tornado warning that came out of nowhere. And when it flashes up on your phone, this is something I learned today, is it immediately interrupts whatever you're doing. It's like, we don't care what you're doing. And I guess it's a good thing, obviously trying to be safe, but it just completely canceled my recording. And so I had to pick up where I left off, went into the basement for a while, and now I'm back. So, all right, that was everything old. Now let's get into the new stuff. Starting here with Jessica Carvill, Bella Cadaver's assistant. There is only one of her in the case, but I think that'll be okay because pitties in general just don't sell all that well. And now, I don't know really what's going on with mine. Mine looks a little grody. There's like some dirt. What is going on? It looks nasty in there. Astro Smokey, what'd you send me? Ooh, look at all the like brown grit. Hopefully I could wipe all that off. But yeah, it is all up and over her. Jeez. But yeah, no, Jessica Carvill, the pink pitty, very iconic. Obviously a Guido repaint, but comes with the clipboard here. We'll see if we'll be able to read any of the script. And a cone. We'll see how much it differs from cones previously released, like the one with Millie a couple years ago. And honestly, just, 2021 and 2022, I think she was released. But yeah, this is new for 2024. Like I said, pitties are not big sellers. Like Breaker Boggs did not do great last year. And yeah, I mean, Pitstoposaurus. Historically, pitties just are not that popular, even if they're a new character. But yeah, on the back here, you have some of the case D and E new releases, like Ghost Tractor, Deputy McQueen with Slime Cave, Mater, Space Creature McQueen, that was case C, and President Mater up there. And of course, Quadratorcus was probably the best of all of them, but he technically was new to last year, not this year. Almost coming up on the 1-year anniversary of this guy, because he was in case K, I think, of last year, which didn't hit the U.S. Hopefully that doesn't happen with any of the cases this year, at least at major retailers. It did hit Meijer stores and other random places in the U.S. But yeah, Jessica looks good. I will be reviewing her in the next few days here. Another new character from Cars on the Road in the case, which is way more exciting, is going to be way more popular, is Jason Roadkey. There's also only one of him in the case, which is a little disappointing because I honestly do believe he is going to be hard to find and a lot more popular than Jessica. I mean, this is a big car. I know you wouldn't necessarily think of Jason Roadkey being big and girthy, but yeah, he is. Like, he is all of fishtail, which is the same model of him, and then some. I mean, he's got the mohawk up here. He's got the exhaust pipe sticking out of the hood there. Like, he's heavy too. I can't wait to review him. He's larger than I thought he would be, so that's all good things. And this card's not in good shape, so I will not feel bad about opening it whatsoever. And he does have a brown grit on him that's not already intentional. So yeah, I'm very excited about this guy. He looks awesome. Haven't really seen one. I mean, obviously I haven't seen one in person. And yeah, really up close at all. So excited about that. And on the back, we have the same stuff here. Although I will say, why does that President Mater look weird? It looks just like a weird shade of blue. Like, it looks a little faded. I know my lighting in here might be alternate, but I really do think like they printed that much weirder than they printed it here. Like, you can kind of see, same lighting, same positioning. It just looks different. Very weird. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. But yeah, very excited to see Jason Roadkey in this case. A couple new on-the-road characters that, especially Jessica, had some speaking lines. I think Jason, is pretty prominently seen in the episode. So that's all good things. There are 2 of Komodo in this case. And this is a pretty significant release here. It's his first time from Thailand. And it's his first time since like 2015. So almost 10 years of a hiatus for Komodo. But honestly, coming out of 2010, I didn't think they would really bring tuners back, and especially coming out of 2015-16 when they did the tuners at Walmart again, going into Cars 3, I didn't think they'd ever bring them back, and yet they are back. Now, it's only Tokyo Mater pretty much, but I will still take what we can get. Now, unfortunately, they do not do any special Komodo artwork. They just slap the Tokyo Mater on here and the Tokyo Mater logo up top and call it a day. But when it's a 2-pack, they actually include the special artwork. So it doesn't really make sense to me, but I understand why they have to do it when it's a 2-pack. They can't just put 2 Tokyo Maters up there. But this is a very significant variant. He's a much darker shade of green. His wheels are metallic for some reason, so I will be reviewing him soon here as well, because I really am curious to see the differences between the 2010 Chinese version and the 2024 Thailand version here. On the back, it's weird because these are all 2023 Tokyo Mater releases. They were all released as singles. And then Drift Party Mater also got the 2-pack release, and so did Kabuto with Flames, but singles as well. Last year, they went a lot harder on Tokyo Mater than they are this year, but we do know we're still due for a Manji and a Yakuza, both of which will be new Thailand releases. So pretty cool there, but I wish they showed those on the back instead of the old ones from last year, because, I mean, that just does not make much sense. But, yeah, excited here for Komodo. Not quite as excited as I am, though, for GRC Francesco Bernoulli, of which there are 2 in the case. This will be the first car I review out of Case H here, again on a bad card, so no qualms about opening it whatsoever. I have anticipated him being my favorite of the GRC racers. We'll see if that holds true. I just have really liked his design from what I've seen so far. But who knows, maybe when I open him up, I feel like McQueen's better. We'll have to see on that. Obviously new for 2024. He's got the #1 GRC logo there, which is great. They changed that up for each GRC packaging. Not only does the artwork change, but the number does as well, which is really nice. I mean, just having this unique background in of itself is awesome, because these are going to stand out and hopefully sell well, even though they are spamming us with Lightning McQueens over the next like 5 cases. But you do have Willie's Butte there in the background. You have the name down below instead of up top like we're used to. And for now, they're just showing us McQueen and Francesco, which is fine because those are the only 2 in this case. The stock image has both of these with mouth plates, which is very interesting. It means that they're using like old stock images as the basis for these and extrapolating upon those, but neither of the die-casts actually are segmented. They are full pieces, so those cracks between the main body and the mouths are not going to be there, which is awesome because mouth plates are no fun. But yeah, he looks awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait to open him up. And there are 3, that's right, 3 GRC Lightning McQueens in this case, which is absurd. Don't get me wrong, that is so many. Like, that is way too much, especially considering there are going to be 2 in like the next 3 or 4 cases as well. So just a smooth 9 GRC McQueens over the next 4 singles cases. But does it even matter if any of those don't hit the US? I guess it doesn't matter, but it will. Yeah, I know in Australia, Astro Smokey was telling me how much they're peg warming. I mean, it just sucks because he's also in the 2-pack with Shoot to the Roadkey, which everyone would be incentivized to buy given the option. And so then what are they decentivized to buy? Yeah, well, it's the single. And it's the same packaging as Francesco. I did already review this guy because, of course, I opened up the 2-pack with Shoot to the Roadkey. But yeah, you'll still get people like me who buy both of them because it's me. I'm an intense collector like that. I'm also a stupid one. But yeah, here he is out of the package. He is really awesome. This is a top 10 release of the year for me so far. Maybe even top 5. So we'll see if Francesco can beat that because honestly, I was a little bit more impressed with GRC McQueen than I thought I would be. GRC Shoot to the Roadkey was just okay. I don't think he was anything too special though. I don't think he'll be in my top 5 of GRC racers as it is. But yeah, I do already have the plastic Francesco here from that playset. So that'll be another interesting comparison to make when we do his solo diecast review here in the next couple days. But that is all I have for you guys in this case review video, basically a case unboxing. So Yeah, no, I wish I was unboxing it, but you guys know what I mean. Like, it's just not available, and there's no point in waiting for it to maybe become available, like, soon, when I could just, hey, get them from my good friend Astro Smokey. Thank you so much. Check out his YouTube channel. By the way, he's a member of Collectors Link, which means he's basically like one of the best cars YouTubers out there. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to take full advantage of that because, hey, if I can get them early enough to still be relevant and make these videos, I'm going to. I'm not going to wait just so I can have the box and then a bunch of extras that I will do nothing with. So thanks as always for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.
Did you question God or did you see it coming? Come on! Oh, come on!